We just discovered that the only one of you that's actually one of our constituents currently is Ms. Arnold, Judith Arnold.
That's right.
But we are all going to vote for the
We're voting in this district.
I do understand that, but this is an official event, so it's for the people that are presently in our district for the house rules. So could you pass the message along on behalf of the group?
You don't want to meet the ministers who are here to present the
Well,
faithful
certainly,
budget?
I can pass along any message, but we're bound to, by
By who?
congressional courtesy
Well,
to.
this is an official event, so it's not campaign. And we're in the 24th district. This is for residents of the 24th district.
Can I ask a question?
Sure,
though? Like,
sure.
I have visited with Congressman Reed. I've visited, you know, as part of a larger coalition with
Sure.
the ministers in all different, and they had the courtesy to visit with me.
Yeah, well, we're
We'll
extending
write
a
a letter
courtesy.
then.
That's fine. Well, we have your
Well, I will
congressman.
let my 700 email know your courtesy
Yeah.
calls.
And we'll
If you-
send
we'll
them
let them
notice.
know that
All
this is
they're
just,
all in.
They've
Yeah.
rejected to
The new
see the
22nd
ministers to
district.
present the faithful
right,
budget.
we're extending
that
this
you
courtesy
spoke
to constituents only. But your congressman is actually Maurice Hinchy.
We
and
know who
he
our
would-
congressman is,
Well,
but
we
our-
have his contact information if
You
you'd like
are,
to.
We
sir,
know.
sir, we have to know who Congressman Hanna is,
Sure.
because he is now going to, he is
He's
now
running in my
running
district
in our
now.
district. We
And I
don't,
will let everyone
Congressman,
on my email.
Well,
yes,
you
yeah.
guys are completely right. But that would be for our campaign rallies and our
no,
one-on-ones with the
we wanna
campaign.
have,
This
we
is,
wanna have a meeting to
Okay.
understand who, and we also, people were at your office, constituents, yesterday,
sure,
to present this faithful budget, and
okay.
your office says it's open from 9 to 5. It was
Right.
closed at 1:30, there was no one there.
What office was that?
Your Portland office.
Okay.
And
What day was
Sister
that?
Catherine
Yesterday.
asked about,
Okay.
she'll be back.
We can
Sister
check on that.
Kathleen
Absolutely,
was-
she's a
Sure.
one-woman show there, so she does
She's the
sometimes
only
have to
person
close
in
up
that
to
office.
go to a
Well,
meeting.
Sister Kathleen was
But
there
she knew
to
we were
present this
coming.
budget, and we told her, well, no, we'll do that for you today with our representatives,
Yeah.
Father Hobbs and Reverend Brooks.
Unfortunately,
And
this is,
I think it's incredibly rude that we weren't able to, Sister Kathleen wasn't able, because your office was closed when you said very clearly it's open from 9 to 5. No one was there, and we said, well, we'll gladly, Father Hobbs offered to take it for her to visit, and now you're rejecting that because your office was closed yesterday. And I think it's pretty outrageous that you're rejecting to meet constituents who are going to be in
Right.
this district in the future, and that you are also rejecting faith leaders an attempt to present an alternative budget, which Representative Hanna said in the paper he would gladly review, and yet he's rejecting an opportunity to review that.
well, we would love to have you guys back at a campaign event, but this is only for
No,
current
this is not a
okay?
campaign.
This is not a campaign.
I want to
I
make a
know,
point. I
I'm
want to make a
telling you,
point.
I understand.
May I make a point, please?
Sure, sure.
There are certain people in certain congressional districts that vote for a person to become a representative. But when that representative is in the House of Representatives, that representative represents the interests of all the people,
Mhm.
not just those people who are the constituents
Yeah.
or the voters. So on that basis, that he represents all the people of the United States in a very special way,
Right.
and he votes on the basis of interest of all the people across the United States, and he represents in some fashion the people, all the people in the United States. I appeal to you to let us come to speak with him today.
I hear
It's
what
not a
you're saying.
campaign event, it's a basis of the interest that he has voted, he has taken a vote on some issues that affect every single person in this nation,
Yeah.
not just his constituents.
Mhm.
And I understand the Constitution, I understand the issues before all of Americans, but these people in the House of Representatives are representing all the people of the United States, not just a few in their district.
Yeah.
So I don't, we've been here since 3 o'clock.
You should have told us this at 3 o'clock. This is pretty
Well,
outrageous.
we're very sorry for the inconvenience.
No, it isn't.
No,
It's
it's
we
not
want
right.
to see Congressman Hanna. Why don't you go back
Yeah.
and ask him that we want to see him?
Well, he
Because-
And he
understands.
saw
No,
us.
no,
He
why don't
saw
you
us in the
convey what we
hallway.
Guys,
said
guys,
to
I
you?
understand what you're saying, but the policy doesn't change because of the matter,
We'll
so I'm
wait
just,
for him to leave
So-
then.
okay, that's
We
fine.
will wait.
That's
Another
fine.
thing I want to say to you,
Sure.
why he did not say, or why none of you said anything and had us sitting here for over an hour?
Well, again, I'm sorry
An
about that,
hour
we
and a
had to
half.
fill out the sheets, and then we, obviously we went by your addresses.
You
There are the
had
sheets and they're
Father
out of
Howard's
the
sheet
district.
and his
Yeah,
address.
You
was-
had it.
You had his
had it.
sheet at
Yes.
In
3
the
o'clock.
beginning.
Right.
Right.
You had his
Right.
sheet at 3 o'clock and you never said a word.
Alright, well, we're
You
sorry
had-
about that.
yeah.
But
Sorry
again,
about
this
that.
But this is such an important thing
Yeah.
to be covered.
okay,
And every congressman in the country should have this and be studying it,
sure,
because it is the teaching of all the major religions in the world
okay,
that is being gone against by the Ryan budget.
okay,
And that is very important,
yeah,
that all of Congress gets this message, and I've just been sitting here looking at it, and there is so much in here that can be so helpful
yeah.
in coming to that budget, and I
Okay.
think,
Well, again, I'm gonna bring up one of our constituents to meet with them, but those,
And he,
I-
and he
I-
has
again, I
actually,
apologize.
he had his address at 3
yeah,
o'clock and
okay,
you knew it.
well, no, I mean,
And
we
you
just
had
took a
Father
look at them
House's
as
ad-
all together,
no.
so I apologize.
and we were told that we'd all, we'd.
And you know what's outrageous is that he said he wanted to see the faithful budget and he
Okay.
would consider it.
Well, we can
And,
take,
And here it is
and
for
here
him.
it is, and he
Okay.
refuses to see them.
well, these are the rules, and then we're
No,
just.
there's
well,
no
No,
rule.
We're not talking
You
about.
wait.
No, we,
Right.
just
There
at
is
least
no
let
rule.
us hand
This
it
is
to
the
him
rule.
personally.
Yeah.
At least let
That
us
is
hand it
outrageous.
to him
So
personally.
you shut out the window
Could
when
you
you treat
go-
him like this.
Could you go, I mean, that is really incredibly rude. Father Hobbs had signed in with his address, and I think you need to go
And
tell
you looked at
Congressman
it from 3
Hanna
o'clock.
what he said. He wanted to speak to him about the faithful budget. That is it. And Congressman Hanna says, oh, I wanna consider all alternatives. And when he has an opportunity to consider it, he closes down, so that's a lie. You know, he is lying to us, and we will definitely be sure to tell the paper in terms of what the treatment was. And Father Hobbs and Reverend Brooks can also write a nice guest viewpoint of the ill treatment of Congressman Hanna.
This is unbelievable.
You bet.
We have a lot of us, I have a lot of family up north of here in the current representative's district. This area in which we come, most of us are gonna be in the district that Representative Hanna hopes to represent next time. And this isn't a campaign, this is a discussion of crucial issues that affects every single person in the United States. And he's representing, once you get to be elected representative, they represented every person in the United States, not just their narrow interest, unless they are bought off somehow. We hope Representative Hand has not been bought off by anyone. We don't know though. But this is a crucial document that has an effect upon all the American people. And he's voted on already documents that have affected all the American people. And it would seem to me that he would want to meet with us to discuss this, just briefly. We don't need a lot of time, but we waited an hour and a half to meet him.
And it's clear that you changed the rules.
Because Father Hobbs. Excuse of why not to meet with us.
Yeah.
You insisted that we fill it out before you said, no, you don't need to. You did it to set this up purposely. And so you had Father Hobbs, and you made these rules arbitrary. And it's really outrageous that you won't meet with faith leaders. Even just meeting with, to do that with Judy and the rest of us who aren't in the district, out of respect, could you ask for
I
that?
will absolutely ask that again.
Okay, can you
And
go
would you-
ahead, please?
If the answer is still no, though, would you be willing to share a copy with me so I
No.
could pass it on to him?
No, we want him
We wanna make sure he gets it.
You want to put it in his hands?
in his hands. We want him to see it and to have a discussion about it. But Judy, you can go up and share our discontent. Judy will go see him. And
Unless it's